sold one of your best players to Arsenal for 67 million quid. You can't have too many complaints when you are still unbeaten.
Yes, thank you for talking about this, and I told this to players afterwards because they were a little bit frustrated. When you have the lead, you also want to win the game, and big credit to the players how they are dealing with the situation and having also the fourth game within 2 weeks being unbeaten. And in these 4 games we played Liverpool, Chelsea, and Nottingham, 3 teams from the top 7 of last year's table. So that's why really all the credit to the players, and we know that we can play better football than we did in some parts, especially of the second half. But we know we will do this. Yeah. Looked like the legs getting a little bit fatigued, and we have many players who played every single minute now. But it's the situation now, and really players are dealing well with it and being unbeaten. And I also think the draw is a fair result today.
This was sort of built up as being a grudge match between the two clubs, and there was a lot of passion in the stands. Did you try and use that with the players, or did you try and tell them to sort of remove themselves from that?
No, we never talk about what's going on around us, because we have no influence on it. What we can influence is our performance, what we want to do on the pitch, and I think today, especially in the second half, we lost the balls too easily in our attack. That means the pressure increased of Nottingham. We played a little bit too complicated in their half, not using our wingbacks enough how we did in the first half 3-4 times, and then we scored the goals from this. The goal from this. We had a few set plays in the second half. We played a little bit too complicated, but this very often happens when you get fatigue. Your orientation reduces, and this is what happened in the second half. And then it is okay, defend well, maybe until the 92nd minute we did really well, defended the box excellent. Okay, then we were caught with one transition, and then we were maybe a little bit lucky, but I heard at the end it was a penalty and a tight offside. So again, point is okay, absolutely okay.
You did seem to draw energy from that moment in the second half, in the first half, when the banner went up and the crowd started singing their song that they like about UEFA. Do you think that you drew energy from that moment?
No, I didn't hear anything, so sorry. I mentioned it quite often. I don't know what's going on with me during a game. I don't realize anything what's going outside the bylines and the sidelines, so it's just my focus is on the team. I think, we had a big chance straight before halftime with a great set play option with Mark hitting the post. No. I think it's more the 4 games than the song.
Nuno has said that he needs and wants 3 players in the final week of the transfer window. They have quite a lot coming off the bench as well. What do you feel you need now?
Yeah, hopefully we don't look for the same players, because we'll just get more expensive. That's what I hope.
You want to go only in 2 full-backs, so maybe your priorities are a bit different.
I don't know. I don't talk about the players we are looking for. Again, makes it just more expensive. Of course, it's pretty clear, and it's. I'm sure we will add the right ones. It's not adding someone, and we could add players from the under 21, from the under 18. But we want to be competitive in the Premier League and European football, in the cup competitions. And if you lose one of your top stars who had 14 goals and 12 assists, I think it's pretty clear you need to replace him with a starter, and not with a number 18 or 19 in the squad. And this is what we are looking for, and I'm pretty sure that we will find the right one. Or we will get the right one done, let's say it more like this.
John.
Because we already found the right one.
You said you think you'll get the right players in order, but until that happens, obviously with Eze gone, the responsibility falls on other attacking players now to provide the goals and assists. And one player that I think maybe we would sense can take that mantle on is Asmar Assar. So how pleased were you with his performance today? And would you agree he's someone who can now step up for you?
Isma played a fantastic season for us, and in the way Isma is playing, he helps us a lot. Yeah? But we also need, and we know Isma's strengths, and I'm telling this very often. We want that the players play with their strengths. Yeah? So and Isma's directness and runs and feeling for his movements in the box is his strengths. But if I ask him now, maybe to always dribble, yeah, in midfield and dropping, then maybe he loses his strengths. So and this is what Eberechi gave us. Getting the ball, dribble past one or two, creating an overload with this situation, and then scoring or assisting, and this is. Also, Ismaila and JP will benefit from this. And when you see all our patterns, everybody depends on each other. But, and that's why I'm always talking about profiles. Yeah, we could see it against Fredrikstad being very dominant, having 75% possession, 25 shots. Many situations around the box, but sometimes you need, let's say, scoring a goal, not after 6 passes, and everybody has to do the perfect thing. Okay, I can dribble past 1 or 2, have a great finish. And I mentioned this, and this is what Epps gave to us. Fulham, the 1-0, yeah, was no goal chance. Yeah, but in a few moments, if you want to progress, you need this kind of player, and this is what we are looking for.
So we're quite convinced that the profile of player that you'd like to see the replacement for Eze is not like Salah, it's more like Eze himself.
No, it's not exactly what Eberechi gives us, and so also we know maybe what Eberechi did not give to the team. Epps has a lot of strengths who helped us, but Epps has also a few weaknesses, and then it's okay. Maybe we find a player who is a little bit better where Epps has his weaknesses, and maybe therefore not that good where he has his big strengths, but showing a kind of profile. And that's, this player we have to find. No, we already found, sorry for this. So we found a few of them, but it's not just getting them to South London.
Just a quick one on Esse, we asked you about it on Friday. You said he wasn't really good for it, and quite early today I thought he did pretty well when he came on board.
We know what Romain can do, and this is he has his dribblings, yeah, but it's always finding a balance, and I think this is what we could see today, also with Justin, that we lost the ball, too many balls in this area, so taking wrong decisions or losing, and this always means instead of having an attack, you get the transition when you lose the ball in this area, and this is also what Romain has to improve. Yeah, so between having these dribblings and maybe everybody's exciting when he has 3 pirouettes, but what's efficiency? How many shots does he have? How many assists does he have? Because at the end, it's about this. In this position, we need goals and assists. Yeah, because. We don't expect T. Mitchell scoring 15 this year. We don't expect Will Hughes and Adam Wharton scoring 12 because they had no last year. So I would be pleased when they have 2 or 3. Will had the next chance today. He had a few against Fredrikstad, so he comes closer and closer. That's what we are working on. But in this position, you need efficiency, goals, assists, and being integrated in the way we are playing. And this is what we